Hello everyone, welcome to our Twiniversity live chat here at the JPMA trade show in sunny Orlando, and I am here with Ria. I wanted to say Yolanda Vega for some reason because she's the girl who calls the lotto numbers in New York City and she speaks like that. I am Yolanda Vega. So Yolanda Vega, if you're watching, love you girl. But we're here at the MAM booth and there's so many great things to talk about. And how cool, first of all, is this Instagram thing? I don't know if, I really do love, I have one for Twiniversity and then somebody threw it out. I'm totally telling you the truth. I made like a beautiful thing just like this. It said Twiniversity graduate, hashtag I love twins or whatever. And then I left it in the restaurant one night and they chucked it. How could somebody think this was garbage? Fire them. Fire them is right. We can't figure it out. We have to go back to the tape. Let's move this for a second. Guys, I'm so stoked. There are so many great things happening. And so we're here at the MAM booth and we really are in Orlando and I'm here with Ria. And Ria is, you're one of the people that we work with at MAM. We've been working with the entire MAM family since, I want to say 2010. I actually think it's been a hot minute. So when I founded Twiniversity, I kept thinking about the people who were very instrumental in my life. And my daughter was absolutely a MAM addict, which I think that should be a hashtag. Because we would attempt to use different pacifiers, but this kid was so ridiculously specific that one time she had this one, it had like a purple tint and it had like a sun and or a moon on it, and she lost it. And it was her favorite, so we called them Bobos. So she lost her favorite Bobo and she was losing it. We have no idea where this Bobo went. It went into the Netherlands. I don't know. It was gone forever. But she would not. We tried to buy her other MAM pacifiers, but for some reason, she really, really, really wanted this particular one. So I found it on eBay. And you know the story, I tell it all the time because it's really true. And it was over $40. And I bought this pacifier on eBay, and my mom would be like, my mom literally was like, that's dumb. Think of all the things that you could buy. But you know what it bought me? Peace, Ria. It bought me peace. So MAM has always been a big part of my family. And how did you come to the MAM family? And tell us a little bit about yourself, including your tiny ones. The mic is crackling. Which one? Do we know? Okay, then we're going to rip it out. And that's how we do it. So the mic was crackling, and the best part about live, whatever this is, TV or whatever, is you take this and then you put it together and then you toss it over there and it's gone forever. So let's see how this is. Thumbs up, guys, hearts if you could hear us okay. You guys too, we want to know that everything is working out. So hey to the MAM family, and by the way, if you're like, you know what, I don't like that view of Nat and Ria, you could go over to the Facebook page, which is MAM USA, right? That's our Facebook page from MAM. So we're over there too in a vertical format, if you prefer that. So everybody needs choices. And so one of the things about choices is we're good?
Marnie says it's much better.
Okay, Marnie, listen, I feel like Marnie, you should be like our backup technical
She's like our
person.
backup tech sound person.
So now we do have to look this way. Okay. So tell us about your tiny puppies and how you came to the MAM family.
So I am a mom to a 6-year-old son and a 7-month-old baby boy, and I also have a dog too.
Yes. How old's the puppy?
12.
12. Okay, that was your first baby.
Yes.
Good.
First FURST.
Oh, she's so cute. I told you I loved her. Now you know why.
Yeah, and so we used to live in New York City, and we just moved to the suburbs when the second baby arrived. So we've just been adjusting to that. And then how I came to the MAM family is that I had always worked for really big companies, and I had the opportunity to come to work for MAM, and it's been great because this is, for the first time I think in my career, I feel like I could really stand behind the products that I market. And I think that it just makes your job a lot easier. A lot of the copy and materials that we create, it comes organically because I know the backstory. The founder and the owner, or the founder is still the owner today. And I just know how much thought goes into creating our wonderful products. Something that we're really proud of is that we have in the 43 years we've been in business is that there's been no product recall, not knock on wood.
That's like, honestly, there should be a rule that says that, because I feel like there's always product recalls, and whether the recalls are justified or not or whatever, there's always going to be scrutiny. For us, you have to speak louder. They said.
Okay.
What
Sorry.
she does. She's a good listener, Ria. We
I'm
just
from the
tell her,
Midwest.
it's okay. We just say channel your internet and throw it out there, right? So there's so many companies out there, and things are always getting recalled. So it really is super impressive that they have genuinely never had a recall. Now, what do you do every single day at MAM besides being the cheerleader? What would you do? What do you do every day, and how are you involved in product development, and what do you do? Because since it's a smaller company, everybody plays an important part on the team.
Right. So every day is really different. We're a small team, so we manage so it's a team of I'm trying to think, quick math, 5 people who we're responsible for marketing all of these products for the entire United States and Canada. So every day is different, and our priorities can be different every single day, but I think that's what keeps it really keeps it interesting. But really for us, we're an Austrian-owned company, and so the constant question is, how can we communicate the features and benefits of our products to consumers? How do we make things easy for them to understand? Why should they care that we have a textured nipple?
Yes.
So what? So I always ask my team, what's the so what, and why should moms care about it?
Yeah.
And so I think that's really sort of like the driving force behind all of the activities that my team and I do.
I'm reading this quote behind you, don't tilt it to them, and we're going to have a trivia game. Are you in, Ria?
Yes.
Okay. You don't have to answer this.
Okay.
But they're going to have to answer this.
Okay.
So the question is, if all of the pacifiers produced in 1 year were placed end to end, it would result in a chain of blank miles long. Okay? I will repeat the question. It is important, and you must answer it in the form of a question like Jeopardy. Otherwise, you will be excluded. Don't look at the answer.
I'm not.
Shield away.
I'm not showing
Oh
this.
no. Who was hiding in the room? We can move that. Are we in trouble?
Sorry, you're stuck in there until the end of the trade show.
Enjoy your new home.
There's a bathroom
We
in there.
hope you do well in there. Okay, I'm going to repeat the question right after my heart attack that I just had, because I thought that was falling on Ria, and I was like, I really didn't.
We already have guesses coming in.
I have guesses coming in? Okay, well, I'm going to say it again. Listen to me now, believe me later. Did you know, if all of the pacifiers, and this is MAM, correct?
Correct.
Okay, good. This is
MAM
not pacifiers. This is MAM pacifiers. We're not talking about everybody else. We're just talking about MAM. If all the pacifiers produced in 1 year were placed end to end, it would result in a chain of blank miles long. So you have to say what is, and then the answer, okay? We're gonna come back to that. You're gonna win a prize. We don't even know what the prize is.
You can't see the comments later.
You can't see the comments later? Oh, we have to do it right this second? Let's do it right this
Or
second.
tomorrow.
Could we
do it
give
later.
away a pack of my favorite pacifiers?
course, yes.
Okay, I want to win. Crystal, could you run to grab something? Well, I want the glow in the dark double pack. Okay, so look, you could ask somebody too. We're literally doing this. We're just doing this because I didn't know there was going to be a great question for me to ask, and I didn't even have to create one. So my favorite pacifier of MAM has definitely been the glow-in-the-dark pacifiers. As a pacifier addict's mom, I remember how difficult it was for her to find them in the middle of the night. So MAM does make a glow-in-the-dark pacifier, which I think is unbelievable genius. And so here they are, guys. So these are the glow-in-the-dark pacifiers. And Ria, could you tell us, like, besides the glow-in-the-dark, I want you to tell them about the case. Because I think it's something very unique to MAM, very smart, and very mom-like genius. Like, you know, a parent was behind this that said, but wait, we could do this.
Yes. So this is every 2-pack of pacifiers comes with a sterilizing storage case. So you need pacifiers all the time. You need it in your car, you need it in a diaper bag. So it's great because you can stick them in this box once you open it, and you can throw it in there, and it's not going to pick up dog hair, lint, whoever knows what's in your diaper bag. But what's really great is that when you want to sterilize your pacifiers, you just put a little bit of water in here, stick the pacifiers in, close the box, peel the sticker off first, Stick it in the microwave for 3 minutes, and your pacifiers are disinfected.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean it's genius, and it's so convenient to have.
We talk about these pacifiers in Twiniversity, and so many people think that it's just packaging, but it's not. Like,
Yeah.
you can throw that out. So it's really, really a very smart thing to do. It's all of the MAM pacifiers, right? Or most of the MAM pacifiers.
Oh, yeah, all of them.
All of the MAM pacifiers do come in a sterilizing case, so never throw your case out. And you could also leave a case at grandma's house, leave a case in your diaper bag, leave some in your kitchen so that no matter where you go, you don't have to worry if you had one with you. I love that. So now tell us some of the new things that are happening at MAM.
Yeah, so we have a couple of new, two big products. Thank you, Vanna. We have 2 new products that we're really, really excited about. First is our,
Holy moly. Can I tell, I went over there and I saw it on the scale and I was looking at that. All right, I'm sorry. No spoiler alerts. Go on, Ria. I thought we were going to
Well,
talk
I
about
want you to
something
hold-
else first,
I want
and
you
then
to
I got
hold it.
excited. This is crazy town. Cats and kittens, riddle me this, okay? When your tiny puppies were born and they were given a pacifier, and maybe you were like, oh my God, I don't want to give my babies pacifiers. Okay, that's fine. However, twin parents tend to use pacifiers extraordinarily more because we literally have to pacify a child while attending to the other child. So pacifiers play an important role in our world. And I would have said, Ria, truthfully, I was like, I'm not going to give my kids pacifiers, blah, blah, blah. And in the hospital, when the twins were still in the NICU and they gave a kid a pacifier, I was like, what is happening? This is the best thing that happened to me. I actually could pay attention to that other kid. So we became a super pacifier family, and we had to bribe the children to get them away. So there's no shame in my game, because what MAM also does is, besides having pacifiers for the littles, they make pacifiers for the bigs too. And it's really important that you graduate to the appropriate size pacifiers at the appropriate times. So many people are like, oh, I'm going to use this until the kids are 13. No, we're not going to do that. So tell us about this world's tiniest pacifier. Okay, take a look at that, guys. And so this is a new innovation from MAM.
Yep.
And it's a newborn pacifier.
Yes.
And it weighs how much?
8 grams.
8 grams. I
And-
wish we knew what weighs 8 grams. So what's something, Crystal, Google something that weighs 8
Yes.
grams. We're going to the Google for this. I want to know.
Yeah,
like,
it's a
is
good
it how many cashews would equal 8 grams?
No, don't make her look that up.
Why not? Somebody look that up for me. Marnie, tell us what
And
equals
while
8
she's
grams.
looking that up, maybe we can announce the winner of your
Okay.
contest, because I have somebody.
So the winning number is, you have to say what is and then tell.
What is 1,615 miles?
Yay! And our winner is Beth Holloway.
Beth
was
Holloway?
closest. She guessed 1,500.
Ooh, this is our noise when you win things.
Beth, send us a private message, and we'll send you something.
Yes,
I don't
and
know
then
what.
Beth, also let us know if you want blue or if you want pink. Or is that okay?
Let us
Because
know
they
how
can
old.
They can choose.
Let us know
Okay.
how old your babies are.
Yes.
Yes.
And yes, also let us know how old your puppies are, because then we'll make sure that you get the appropriate age pacifier. This is really, I love this. Okay, so 8 grams. Go
Yes.
on, Ria. Tell us more.
Yes. So the whole reason why this, to take a step back, the whole reason why this was created is that we work with a lot of pediatric dentists,
Yes.
and pediatricians, and they kept coming to us and saying, "Gosh, the pacifier that my baby received in the hospital, my dentist said, why are these pacifiers so bad for babies' teeth? Their patients come in and they have open bite, their mouth is open,
Yeah.
their teeth are sticking out. Why is that the pacifier that comes home with so many babies so terrible for their oral development?
Yeah.
How can you, as a leading pacifier manufacturer, can you create something that's really good for newborns, but it's also 100% silicone, right?
Yes.
So this is all one piece.
Yep.
100% full silicone.
Here, let me show them. Here, come on in. So it's literally molded as one piece. Please ignore my chip nail. I did not get the gel manicure, and I regret it already.
Upgrade.
So this literally, it's a molded one piece. How many colors does it come in?
So right now it comes in green. At the
Okay.
end of the year, we'll introduce blue and pink. And then in the spring of next year, it'll come in purple, turquoise,
I love it.
and yellow.
How many months age should use this?
So it's it's every baby's different, but babies as little as 3 pounds up to 14 pounds can use this pacifier. So it's really good for.
But it goes by pounds or months?
For this specific one, more pounds. But again, it's a little bit of a trial and error. Kind of a deal, and see what your baby prefers. But what's really great is that
20 paper clips.
Oh my gosh, that's nothing.
Marnie
3
says it's
pennies.
4.5 cashews. Marnie.
Enough for you, girl.
So it's super light. So again, so what? So what? That's super light. But why does that matter? It's because when you have a heavy pacifier in a baby's mouth, it'll fall out.
Yes.
So that means that you're having to go back and forth to your baby, maybe in the middle of the night, having to put that pacifier back in the baby's mouth.
Yes.
Who has time for that?
I feel like this is less than 4 cashews. I really do, considering that I eat cashews on a regular basis. I'm going to say this is maybe 3.5 cashews. No, but it's really, really true. You think about that, it's going to fall out. You have to do it. And you know what? They're still, at this age, obviously, they're too tiny to do anything for themselves. But I also love how flat it is and how there's not a giant bulb. I really like this. I think that you could see the baby. It's smaller. So against the baby's face, we're going to have a lot more room, and we're going to see it. I love this little dude.
Yeah, and then there's a
love
cutout for the baby's nose, because a lot of other silicone pacifiers are circles.
Yes.
And they can cover baby's nose, and that's not good. You want your baby to breathe typically.
Yeah, usually. That's always a good thing, especially because they're not breathing from their mouths. So it's true. You know, you don't think about that. And I'm going to make a guess here. I bet that since this is out, people are going to start to relook at things. So one of the great things about coming to shows like this is they have innovation awards. So the JPMA has these literal innovation awards, and this is one of the finalists. And it is so innovative because it is for the specific type of child that would get the very circular pacifier in the NICU, but MAM's like, but wait, we could build a better mousetrap, and that's it.
When and where can we get these?
So it's not available yet, but starting in about a month or 6 weeks, it'll be available on Amazon in the color green. And again, it comes like in that plastic sterilizing case, like our other pacifiers do.
And the minute that it does come out, Ria, you'll let me know, and we'll do a blast email.
Yes.
So make sure that you're on our newsletter list, and I promise you, you will be one of the first people to know. Would you give us a day's heads up?
Yes.
Okay, because I would honestly say that if you're currently expecting, Ria will give us the day. You set a reminder on your phone. I know that sounds neurotic. I'm a little neurotic. Apparently so is Jennifer. So we're all working out here. We do well in this time. I like it. This is what we do. You know why? Because we're planners. And it's not, the word neurotic is wrong. The word prepared is actually better. And so as expectant parents, we do need to be prepared. And this is something so great. And since it's just coming out, I'm going to tell you, people are going to buy it. And you want to make sure that you have enough for your twinnies. So my recommendation as far as Twiniversity goes, I would buy a minimum of 6 of these. You know, if you could swing it, I would say upwards of 12. But considering that this is going to go, up to 18 pounds, you're going to need them. And, you're going to put them in your bag. You're going to have a few in your bag. You're going to have a few in their bed. You're going to have a few in the stroller. You're going to lose some. My son loved to make bobo grenades with his, so we would fly and he would take them out and he would chuck them at people in the street, and then I just could not admit that was my pacifier, so I would just let it go. I would just let it go into the world. Sometimes I was too embarrassed.
Can you repeat what sizes it comes in?
So it comes in one size.
This is it.
And it's, suitable for babies up to 14 pounds.
Yeah, and you got to be prepared, guys, and you really should be really, really particular about the first pacifier that you give your children, because this is going to set the stage for what happens next. And there's a lot of things on the market. There's a lot of products that you could get at the dollar store, and you're like, what's the big deal? I will tell you, it actually really is a big deal, because if it wasn't a big deal, companies like MAM wouldn't have to continuously innovate products, because you know what? It would be done. Been there, done that. But that is not the case. So you really do want to be prepared. And if you have tinies now, right, you got some littles in the house and you're like, they don't really like it. Because of the weight of this pacifier, they may actually like it. So it's worth giving it a try, especially for our parents of twins, which I don't even know how many singletons we have on here. But just in case, for twins, I would definitely say, go on and get this.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I love it. And by the way, well, I am a paid spokesperson. I really do love this. Like, I really, honestly, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys that are watching right now had kids in the NICU, you know, and how many of us had to use pacifiers because we weren't able to be there 24 hours a day. And it's a lot. And so, you know, while this is not going to be a replacement for mom, this is going to provide some comfort, and it always gave me comfort that my babies were comfortable when I wasn't there. So, Ria, could I bring these to the hospital if my kids are in the NICU?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's another thing that I don't think you guys realize, that you could pack a bag and you could leave stuff. I thought you were crying. I got nervous. I was like, oh my God, did I make her really
checking
cry?
my lip scent.
Oh, she's checking her lipstick. Meanwhile, I think she's crying. But you could bring a bag for the NICU. And so in your NICU bag, what I would strongly recommend is I would bring like some Aquaphor or something for you, because after delivery, your skin may be a little bit dry. That's just some weird thing that happened to me. I would pack some clothes, but make sure that it does not have feet on your clothes, because babies typically in the NICU have a little sensor at the bottom of their foot, which is watching their respiration and their heart rate and all that great stuff. So we can't bring feety pajamas, and I would definitely pack some of these guys. So this is coming out. We got a month to go, so it's almost here, but we promise you we'll let you know. Is that okay?
Yes.
Am I okay?
Yes.
All right.
All
Am I
good.
talking too much?
No.
All right.
No, you're good.
Like, I really want everybody to make sure that they're prepared. So this goes in your hospital bag, kids, okay? All right. So this is one. Now let's do it.
Yes.
So this is for the littles. Let's go to the bigs.
Yes. So our next product, it's a line of products actually, is our brushy oral care line. So there's three types of different brushes. So
Here are our brushes.
The big opportunity here for us as a brand was to really educate, be able to educate parents about the importance of, brushing their baby's teeth at an early age. A lot of parents don't know that. Even when that first little tooth comes in, you got to be brushing it. And so, how can we make brushing fun for little kids and babies? And so that's, so that's kind of the story behind, why we added the bare face.
Yeah.
And also
An app.
There's an app for that.
Oh, how
And
crazy
this-
is
and
it that
this
your
guy,
kids are
and
going to
it's
be
got this
better
really cute
brushers because of this app, which is true.
Yes.
Because the kids always want something like
Screen time.
technological.
Yes.
So you're like, okay, you can have screen time, but it's going to be brushing time.
It's going to be 2 minutes because that's how long you should be brushing your kids' teeth. So
Yes.
it comes with this this app. Can you see it?
Yes. So what are their names? So we know it's Brushy.
Brushy and then Brushy's mom.
She doesn't have a name. Her
Andy's mom.
Her name is Natalie.
Okay, Natalie.
I know Ria's just saying that. It's okay.
But it's a really great. It's got a lot of really helpful
Aw.
information for the parents. So there's some, information for the parents. So how to take care, oral care before the first tooth, your first child's first toothbrush, the first trip to the dentist. But what's really going to make brushing fun for your child is that it comes with a really cute story.
Oh, look at him, his pajamas.
I know, his red and white pajamas. So,
Oh, man.
and,
Oh, he doesn't know.
He can't find his toothbrush.
He doesn't know,
where
Ria.
it could be. So
There's Nat.
Nat
found it.
Mama
Nat
Bear
got it.
comes in.
Aw.
It was on the windowsill. What a funny place to keep it. And so it's a cute story about Brushy.
wow.
She kind of shows how to brush your child's teeth well. And again, it just keeps their attention. It's a very super cute story. And there's also a game.
I know, Julie's excited. It's okay,
I have
Jewel.
the opposite of the fear of missing out. I have
Calm
the
down.
anger of missing
Yeah.
out.
Yes, yes. Is that a thing?
The
AMO.
Doesn't have quite the ring, unfortunately. But you can brush Brushy's teeth. He has some pretty gnarly teeth.
He does. What was he eating?
Sprinkles.
I think
apparently.
fruity pebbles.
Yes,
He did it!
Yes, and then you can also put a timer on. So if the baby has up to 8 teeth, it's 30 seconds. 13 to 22 teeth, it's 2 minutes. And so again, it's engaging the child and keeping it interesting for them.
We have
Again,
questions
packaging
already.
for
okay.
this.
Packaging, yes, we do.
Okay, we have questions already. What age are they good for? All the different brushes you showed.
Could you grab the packaging for Brushy behind us?
Hey, Jill.
So
Yeah, so well, the first brush in the line is called the massaging brush.
Yes.
So it has some silicone bristles, and I would say this is more for. I don't need to hold this anymore. I'll hold it. It's more for the baby who doesn't have teeth. So when they're teething, thank you. When they're teething, you can take this little brush and massage their gums. And kind of let them chew on it. It helps the teething process. And you'll notice that each of the brushes that I'm going to show you have a safety shield. And why that's important is
yeah, we're not choking ourselves.
yeah,
with a
exactly.
toothbrush.
Again, a
It's always
minor
good one.
detail.
But once again, classic mom. Like one of those things that you're like, why didn't I think about that?
Yes. And one of my favorite features as a clean freak is that I love that when you set it on the countertop,
Yes.
it doesn't roll off
Yes.
and get toothpaste all over the countertop.
Yes.
That's just
also,
me.
if you put it in a cup, it's not. You can lean it against the edge of the cup to dry.
Yes.
Can I just talk about a few things? Can we have some beginning oral care tidbits? Many people do not know, as Ria said, you have to really start paying attention to your children's oral development health from the beginning. And people are like, oh, my kid doesn't like to brush their teeth, they get freaked out. We should not get to that point. You should have been starting, hopefully when they're little. But if you're watching this now and your kids are on the bigger side, as I always say, it's only too late if you don't start now. So it's something that you need to start bringing into practice. They have the Oral Care Rabbit, right, is our first one, which is one of my all-time also favorite products. It was probably the first thing that ever caught my eye at MAM. And what was great is when my kids were little, I really should have been better. So it's a glove. Okay, so we're going to show you the back. It's a glove, and this is going to be the first stage of cleaning your baby's teeth. So it's a glove, and you put it on, and then you just massage your baby's gums. I may have used this on my dog at one time. I'll just say that.
Yes, life happens.
But I do, because when we get baby products, I know as a dog mom, they hate it.
I know.
As puppies, just like we have our human puppies that we have to get them used to things when they're little, we really should get our puppies, because our puppies' lives could, be severely damaged because of their oral issues. So this is the first thing, and the first time I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the best. So they have, if you go to the MAM website, and it's just mamusa.com, not only could you buy the products, but it will also give you specific instructions on what ages are best for what products. So if you're like, okay, I have a 3-month-old, you could literally sort it, and then you could say, okay, these are the products for a 3-month-old. Because I'm not going to use this on my 2-year-old. You know what I mean? So skip this if your kids are 2, and then we're going to go to Brushy and his pals.
Yes.
So this is what the packaging looks like. We are getting a double pack. How awesome is this? So MAM already made you a twin pack. Hello, how are you? What more could we ask from them? And if you need to distinguish one brush from the other, you can either use a label like Mabel's labels, or literally you could put a little nail polish on the handle or a Sharpie, but something so that each kid will start to recognize their color. I always remember we have a mom, Bridget, and Bridget always color coded her kids. And her daughter's name is Maddie, and they would call her Maddie Green because everything that she did was green. And while I can never remember Bridget's other daughter's name, I always remember Maddie Green. So this is, you could have Maddie Green could have hers with the little green, but it does only come with one of the
Safety
shields.
shields.
Yes. So if we need additional safety shields, could we buy if we lost them too or something happened?
Or you can, reach out to us, and we can, send you a replacement if that's, what you need a spare. Because let's be real, you can lose these things.
Yeah, you really, really do.
Yeah.
Now, do we know how much this guy is right now?
So it's about $7.99 for a pack of 2.
Okay, $7.99 for a pack of 2, and then our app is free.
App is free.
The app is
Google
free.
Store and Android.
Where
No,
can
not
they be
Google
found?
Store. Apple's-
Android and
Apple
Apple Store.
iTunes.
We could go to both of those places. Now, Ria, riddle me this. Do we have pop-up reminders?
I don't think so. No, but that's a really good idea.
Thanks, Ria.
Okay, I'll send
You heard
you a
it here
check
first,
soon.
guys.
Where can
That's
these be
all right.
found? How can people buy them?
So right now you can go to Target to purchase these. They're at most Targets, and then also on Amazon.
I love this, and here's now a few other things that I'm going to say, right? As an educator, I'm going to say this is going to be good for your kids. Ria, as a product developer and a marketer and everything, is going to say this is what I want you to buy. Here's what I see in this app as a mom. Not saying that Ria didn't see this as a mom thing, But even with the brushy story, our kids are going to start learning basic reading skills. And you know what? It's going to be B for brushy. Okay, find the B. Let's find the B. Okay, and then you look up here. Where's the moon? Where's the stars? Where's Brushy's toothbrush? Because I see it. Do you see it? And then I want to say this is classic Diaz duo because it's right in front of his eyes and yet he still doesn't see it. Classic Brushy. You know what I mean? Is this not classic kid? Classic husband. Brushy already.
I was gonna say that, but
he's practicing his husband skills. Where are the bananas? I don't know, John. Look down. This is what happens in our world. Where's the shaving cream? I don't know, John. Maybe in the bathroom? No, John, it's in the refrigerator. That's where we store the shaving cream. So look, by the way, if you haven't found Brushy's toothbrush, just in case my husband's watching, just want to point it's right there, babe.
Spoiler alert.
It's right there. Spoiler alert, it's in the window.
What's the app called?
MAM Brushy Time.
MAM Brushy Time.
All right, so we could do other things. And so besides talking about brushing, we could say, where's the faucet? The faucet is shaped like what letter? Okay, what comes out of the faucet? What color is Brushy's cup? So there's a lot of things besides, you know, that to this is a brushing story, but to us, we're normalizing brushing. We're making this a part of our routine. So if maybe you waited a little too long and your kid is maybe a little bit anxious, there's no reason to be anxious. Look, Brushy's doing it. Nat is gonna take care of everything that he needs, right? This is how we go.
Yes.
What's the right age to start brushing with a real toothbrush?
As soon as that first tooth erupts.
6 months. So these are recommended for 6 months plus. So we could use these for a while, but at some point you're going to want to graduate to the next size. But this is going to last you quite some time.
And so this particular set's a learn to brush set and comes with two, as Nat mentioned. So
The alien, it's the purge is beginning,
exactly.
Ria.
that piercing noise is not annoying. So it comes with one training brush, and you'll notice that the handle's long, right? And so there's enough room on the handle for both the parent and the child to brush together, so you can teach them how to brush their teeth.
Yeah.
And then also, do you see the red indicator bristles? That shows how much toothpaste to put on
Smart.
the brush.
So I'm covering the red.
Exactly. So
Okay.
it's typically a grain of rice.
Everybody uses too much toothpaste.
Yes.
It's a problem I have.
Yes.
I also hate when the kids leave the toothpaste at the top, and then it dries, and then you can't get
Yeah.
you'll go on vacation for a week, you come back, and you're like, God, now I have to scoop the toothpaste goop off. And I would also recommend starting with a children-friendly toothpaste because they're going to swallow it. So when you're you guys don't make a toothpaste though, right?
No, we don't.
No. So there's plenty out there. If you're not sure which one is going to be best for you, you could actually go to the pharmacist. Believe it or not, there's places called drugstores, and behind those counters are people called pharmacists. They answer questions, and they're not aggravated by little questions about what toothpaste is best. These people went to school to help us have a better life, so let's put them to work. Let's give them something to do. And my niece is a pharmacist, so I'm saying you're welcome. For Corey and her entire, co-workers at CVS, please make sure that we do that. So, okay, so we have our Brushy app. There's a lot that's involved. We have our actual brushes. We're gonna start early though, okay? So we're gonna start at 0 months plus, and they're gonna work our way up. We're gonna start telling the Brushy story sooner than later. Even before the brush is introduced, start reading to your kids. Make this part of your morning routine, your nighttime routine, and you got if your kids know this is what they have to do. I do love when the dentist tells my kids they should brush their teeth after lunch. I want to say, do you have any patients that do that? Yeah, and then I remember I was like, okay guys, you're gonna try. So I pack a toothbrush. They never want to use it. And they're like, we don't want to be like that, Mom. We want to go to recess. I'm like, you have to brush. Cavities are expensive.
Are these toothbrushes in stores?
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're in Target right now, and then also, and then Amazon, which is not a store,
But it is.
It's an
I mean,
online
it's an
store.
online store, so if you don't have a Target near you, please make sure that you go. My recommendation, go into Target, know the parking side to park in that's closest to the Starbucks. You go in, you get yourself a venti iced coffee with extra ice because I can't be that caffeinated, and then you go find some brushes. Okay, that's the way that this is going to go. All right, I like this. Could we go take a little walk at the booth? Because I want you guys to see one of the best parts about being at a trade show is not only do we get to sit here by a giant Brushy who's over my head, which I do love him, but he's like, no, I don't know. He might have to. Don't tell him where I live, Ria. So I'm going to keep these products here. And this is what a trade show booth looks like. So if you've never been to a trade show, I'm going to kind of fix my skirt sticking to me because my thighs are sweating. So I'm going to fix that. You're okay there? I'm like, Brushy's mom. Brushy's mom is a little something. I have to fix that. Okay, so when you come to a trade show, they're very, very, very large. There's so many different products all over the sun, from electronic thermometers to swaddle blankets and everything in between. So this trade show is specifically for people that are members of the Juvenile Products Manufacturers Association. MAM is a very, very big part of the JPMA, and Jennifer, she was the former Big Cheese, no?
She is the big cheese.
She is. I thought she stepped down. I thought Andy was there. What was that about? Oh no, Brad. I thought something was happening. So whatever. Are we allowed to meet her? Are we allowed to meet you? Come on. I know. Come on. Let people know how. I know she's super panicking, guys, but she's gonna do it because it's peer pressure.
I've had it in my purse.
I'm just telling everybody how proud I am of you.
The big cheese.
Yeah, so it's the big cheese. Guys, this is Jennifer. So I was talking about not only what you do for MAM, but what you do for the JPMA. Would you tell everybody why the JPMA is important and why being a part of it is important? Is that okay? I know I didn't tell you, but
I know I didn't have any prep on this. So
but it's like it's things that we would have done. But you know, when you buy baby products, there's a little seal on the baby products, and it says JPMA. And people don't really think to look for that seal, but that seal is kind of important. And I typically would look for it. I recommend all Twiniversity people look for it. So why should they look for it, and what does it mean?
Yeah. So the seal is all about quality and quality of the products. The products have been tested, and we are an industry all about safety and children. And so JPMA is, you know, an association of like-minded people who are all selling safe, quality products. And you know, it's such an honor to be a part of an industry that we get to talk about children and children's products and the safety of children.
Yeah, it's absolutely, it really, really is so great, and I'm so grateful that organizations like this exist because they help me take the guesswork out of the difficulty of choosing what to buy for my children. You know, pregnancy and when you have little kids, there's truthfully parties going on right now. By the way, after like 4 o'clock, 10% of the whole show is drunk, and then it actually, the ratio goes higher. We're in the front, so people are usually a little bit better here, but I'm going to tell you, in the back of the show, bad things have been happening for hours. I have seen so much beer starting at 2. What was our first glass of wine to offer us at what time?
Around 3.
Around 3. That's not bad. 3 o'clock's okay.
2:30.
I said no, although other people on my team decided to say yes. But guys, I have a big announcement. It's Crystal's birthday! Happy birthday, Crystal!
Thank you.
So she gets to drink early. I have to wait. So we're going to go through some of your products. Is that okay?
Yeah, thank you
All
for
right.
doing all this. It was great to see you.
So as always, we're going out tonight though now.
Yeah, well, you just told me there's
Industry
wine up
party.
there, so you know.
Yeah, you have to go that way. That's where it all is. And a lot of beer, a lot, and giant cups. Not even like a can, like giant. It's a special kind of place. When I worked in the African, like when I worked in the travel industry, they drank like starting at 4 o'clock. So here too, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I want to go back to that. Yeah, it's great. Okay, so take us through some of the things. Thank you very much, Jennifer. Okay, so let's talk. Where do you want to begin?
So we can start here with our MAM Friends, which are 100% natural rubber. So they're all handmade,
So cute.
made in Thailand, on our factories that we own.
Look at this dude.
All the rubber trees are on our property. And so,
of these away?
yeah, we can give some of it away.
We're gonna give some of these away. Can we do this right now, guys?
And these
all
are
right.
all hand painted, all handcrafted. And again, you know, everything that we do is all about quality. And babies love this.
Do they have names?
Yes. So
Okay.
you have Lucy.
Lucy. Okay, so now here's, if you'd like to win, shout out to your favorite character and we're gonna pick a rando, okay? So we have Lucy, who's a sea snail. I don't know what Lucy is. An octopus snail? What is
snail?
this? It just is plain old
Is there an
snail.
octopus snail?
I don't know, but this kind of reminded me of like tentacles,
Let's-
and I'm like, what is that? Is it an octopus snail? Is that a new thing? This is
I was
Lucy the
wondering the
octopus
same
snail.
thing.
Okay, then who do we
We
have?
have Ellie the bee.
Ellie the bee.
And all of these friends have like little textures
Yes.
because babies like to start to feel those types of things as they get older. They can squeeze it. It smells
it.
like natural rubber,
It does.
which babies love.
Yes.
And this is my son's favorite, which is Max the frog.
Max! The octopus frog. That's what I'm gonna say for those things.
We're creating new genres of animals.
That's really cute.
Yes. And then our big guy is Bob.
Ooh.
Bob the turtle.
Lucy's gonna be my winner.
Yes.
She's really cute.
Yes.
I want to wear Lucy on a pendant.
You could. We can make that happen.
Could we do that? Because you
Yeah.
know how they have those chewy necklaces?
Yes.
I would wear Lucy.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I'm doing it right now.
Another big idea.
Here we go, guys. We're wearing Lucy for the rest of the thing. I'll give it back to you, Ray, I promise.
Gosh.
I know. People are coming to see you. Okay, here's Lucy, guys. This is my new necklace. Okay.
We can make some earrings.
You know I would. You always tell me twice. Okay, so we have our fancy friends. So
Yes.
shout out to your favorite friend and their name. We want them by name, and this is not an octopus snail. Okay, that doesn't exist in humanity. All right, so what do we have down here?
So
I love that color.
Yes. So these are our classic pacifiers. that
Classic pacifiers.
Everybody's known and loved for 4 decades. And so all of our
Let's talk about that for
Yeah.
a second. Just do this. I want people to see the difference. So now, what I explain to our Twiniversity students is when I'm talking about these in class, I always explain that this is how we know when we're using the right aged one. So you see this is kind of a newborn, so their mouths are a little bit tinier, but as they grow up and you move to the next stage, this is where their teeth are gonna start coming in, so it's not gonna interfere with that. So that's why it's so important to make sure that you are upgrading your pacifiers at the appropriate
yes,
time.
yes.
Okay, so I always say the length of where the bulb is.
Especially where when babies start to get some teeth.
Yes.
Silicone is not titanium. Teeth can break through this, so it's really important that every time before you start using a pacifier, it's just what we call the bulb test. So just give it a little look to make sure that
We have
there's
a
no
winner.
tears.
We have a winner?
Yep, Holly Shannon.
Holly Shannon, which one did she win?
Ellie.
Bob.
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 He's a cute one.
Bob, you
Turtle.
are the champion.
Holly, send us a direct message with your info.
And you keep on fighting till the end. Bob, congratulations. But guys, don't feel bad. That doesn't mean you're lesser than. Just Bob's the winner today. Okay, let's go over this way. I want to talk about these for a second. Okay, so MAM not only makes pacifiers, they also do make bottles, and they also make spill-proof cups.
Yes.
So it's something that while people definitely know MAM for the pacifiers and oral development, they do start at birth. So they do have bottles. And just like they have really interesting packaging on their pacifiers, I think their bottles are also very interesting in the same regard.
Yes. So all of our bottles are self-sterilizing. And what that means is that one, you don't need a separate device or bag to sterilize your bottles. So this is all you have to do.
I could be the assistant.
Okay. So you can take apart the bottle, and it's great because they have wide openings, so you don't need any special brushes to clean the bottle. You put a little bit of water in here, put the nipple in it, put this on top. You can actually even put a pacifier in here.
Ooh.
And put it in the microwave
Now
for
we're
3
talking.
minutes, and it's sterilized.
Yep.
So, what I really like this for is when I'm traveling, I only need to bring one bottle.
Yep.
Because I can just clean it, stick it in the microwave, ask a restaurant, like Nat's restaurant,
I would.
to put in the microwave, and it's clean. And so it's really so handy. But what a lot of moms love about our bottle, especially ones that could breastfeed, is that they can easily switch between breast and bottle very easily. And the reason for that is the way that the nipple is shaped.
Yeah.
So it's shaped so that where as the baby's nursing, I'm carrying way too much stuff. As the baby's nursing, this is the shape of the nipple when they're expressing the milk from the nipple, from the mother's nipple.
Yeah.
And that's why it's shaped the way it is.
Uh-oh. They're throwing us out. Okay. All right. So this is all their oral care line. And remember how I was saying one of the great things about that little collar that's around the brush is that it could rest like that, which is great. So it's not going to get lost despite the length of the handle. It's not going to just fall in there with all that gross water that's at the bottom because the kids don't do it. And also, when you're teaching your kids to brush, please make sure you're also teaching them to clean their brush. It is just as important to have, you know, good care and using enough toothbrush, but you have to clean it, okay? It's got to be cleaned every time. Teach them how to clean it, no matter what way you were taught. But if you're not sure, you could Google this and it's there. We could also go through it someday, but you really have to make sure that your brushes are always being cleaned, okay? All right, what else is over here? We should give out some brushies. Could we give away a brushie even though it's early?
Yes.
And then we'll wait. Okay, guys. We got to wrap up because they're literally throwing us out. That's what those announcements were. So here, over here, guys, go over to Twiniversity. Any of you that have twins, if there's ever any way that we could help you, clearly we're part of your MAM family, let us know. Back to us over here at Twiniversity. It is a brushy time. So let's do this. If you would like to win a set of brushies, could we do 4 toothbrushes?
Sure.
Okay,
Absolutely.
we're gonna do 4 toothbrushes so that you have plenty. And summer's coming, you might send the Twinnies to grandma's house for an extra long time. Let grandma have her own toothbrushes, okay? No traveling with our toothbrushes. So all you have to just say is, it's brushy time, okay? And it would be nice if you could tag MAM, that's fine. If you can't, we understand. We know some of you have private accounts and it gets a little weird. So try if you can, but you know, also make sure, guys, that you're going over to their Facebook page and you're following them on social, because when they have new launches, while Ria may love to send me the updates quickly, I want to make sure that you're getting them independently of us. So please go over to mamusa.com. They're MAM USA on Facebook and Instagram too, right?
MAM USA.
MAM USA on
Underscore.
everything. Ria, any closing words for our fancy people at Twiniversity?
No, but thank you for joining us today, and I hope you enjoyed looking at our all new products and you love them as much as we do.
We do it. And I want to say thank you to MAM in all
Oh.
sincerity. You know that I love you guys, but I'm glad that another generation of parents is going to be able to have the same benefits that I did because of the great products that you make.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, my Ria. Oh, I love you guys. All right, guys, over and out. See you later, alligators. We'll be back tomorrow for more, but it's time to go to City Walk and have some fun. Oh, we have a question.
We have a winner.
We have a winner. Who is it?
Our winner is Ara Ballesteros.
Ara Ballesteros.
Ara, send us a
Any
PM.
relation to Yolanda Vega, or was that our first live feed? I can't remember if that was the first
I
or
don't
second.
remember.
I have
But
no
Ara,
idea what's
send us a
happening.
direct
Congratulations,
message to win the
Ara.
toothbrushes.
You are our big winner. Our turtle friends, our little Lucy, also says goodbye, and we will see you later, alligators. Congrats to Ara again.